Good morning all. Today we are going to discuss about megasporogenesis. Megasporogenesis. Megasporogenesis means megasporogenesis. It is the process, the formation of megaspores. It is the process, the formation of megaspores from megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell through meiosis division. It is the process, the formation of megaspore from megaspore mother cell through meiosis division is called megasporogenesis. This is very important question, megasporogenesis. Then, how megaspore mother cell is formed here, sir? We just recall the structure of ovule. There is a nucellus is present. One of the nucellus cell, I told you already. Not every cell. One of the nucellus cell develops into MMC, megaspore mother cell. One of the nucellus cell near micropylar end. One of the nucellus cell near micropylar end develops into MMC. Nucellus cells also diploid. MMC also diploid in condition. Megaspore mother cell. Nucellus cell develop into megaspore mother cell. Then megaspore mother cell show the meiosis division. And produce megaspore tetrad. So megaspore tetrad is haploid in condition. After meiosis division, the cells are getting haploid in condition. One of the nucellus cell develop into megaspore mother cell. Megaspore mother cell shows meiosis division and produce megaspore tetrad, 4 megaspores. From megaspore tetrad, 3 are degenerate. Only one will be functional. Only one megaspore develops. Only one megaspore functional. That functional megaspore develop into embryo sac or female gametophyte. Megaspore also haploid in condition. Female gametophyte haploid in condition. Embryo sac also haploid in condition. In ovule, nucellus, MMC, finicle, ovule, all are diploid. But embryo sac or female gametophyte is haploid in condition. Why? Because a megaspore mother cell after meiosis division, it gives a megaspore tetrad. From megaspore tetrad, 4 megaspores came, but 4 are not functional. Only one will functional. The functional megaspore develop into embryo sac or female gametophyte. That's why it is haploid in condition. Problematic question, sir. One megaspore mother cell produce one functional megaspore. This is very important point. How, sir? I told you just now, 3 are degenerate. Only one will be functional. One megaspore mother cell produce one functional megaspore. One MMC megaspore mother cell for production of one functional megaspore requires meiosis divisions are one only. You can see one megaspore mother cell produce one functional megaspore. One MMC for production of one functional megaspore required meiosis divisions are 1. Question: how many chance to ask? For 100 functional megaspores, production, how many megaspore mother cells are required? 100 only. For 100 functional megaspores production, how many meiosis divisions are required? 100 only. This is nothing but megasporogenesis. Comparison important. Microsporogenesis and megasporogenesis. Microsporogenesis means what? Megasporogenesis means what, sir? I told you now microsporogenesis. Production of microspores. From pollen mother cell microspore mother cell through meiosis division, microsporogenesis. Now megasporogenesis, production of megaspores from megaspore mother cell through meiosis division is called megasporogenesis. Here, microsporogenesis side. Every cell of sporogenous tissue, capable to produce pollen mother cell. Every cell important. One of the nucellar cell near micropylar end develops into MMC. Pollen mother cell or microspore mother cell produce microspore tetrad, haploid in condition. Microspore tetrad. Here, megaspore mother cell by meiosis division produce megaspore tetrad, haploid in condition. From microspore tetrad, 4 microspores are functional. From microspore tetrad, 4 microspores are functional. 4 microspores develop into 4 pollen ring. But here, from megaspore tetrad, only one functional. The functional megaspore develop into female gametophyte or embryocyte. Only one functional here. This is nothing but comparisons. Next class we'll see how development of female gametophyte.
We discussed already megasporogenesis. Then how functional megaspore develop into female gametophyte. So development of female gametophyte. Where I observe on the skin, where you seen on the screen, you just recall there is a micropylar end there. One of the nucellar cell develop into MMC. One of the nucellar cell develop into MMC. That is shows the meiosis division and produce 4 megaspore tetrad. You see here 4 megaspore tetrad. 4 megaspore. That means of a megaspore tetrad. From this megaspore tetrad, only one will be functional. That too near micropylar and one only functional. Remaining 3 are degenerate. That functional megaspore develop into female gametophyte or embryosac. Now you see here development of female gametophyte embryosac. Development of female gametophyte or embryosac is a monosporic development. So what is the meaning of monosporic development, sir? The monosporic development means the single megaspore shows the free nuclear division. First free nuclear division. What is meant by nuclear division? Actually in a mitosis division, there is a 2 divisions are there. One is a karyokinesis, another one cytokinesis. Karyokinesis means division of nucleus. Cytokinesis means division of cytoplasm. But here only free nuclear division takes place, no cytokinesis. So first in megaspore functional megaspore shows the first free nuclear division, then produce 2 nuclear embryo sac. This is a 2 nuclear embryo sac, first one. Then 2 nucleus move to opposite pole. One is that pole, chelazal pole, one is a micropylar pole. And then second free nuclear division takes place. Then results of 4 nucleated embryo sac is formed. Then third free nuclear division takes place. So then results of 8 nucleated embryo sac is formed. So among here, when observing, there is a 3 free nuclear divisions takes place. 3 free nuclear divisions are not followed by the cytokinesis. So there is no formation of cell wall. There is no cytokinesis division. So they chance to ask question, during the development of embryo sac or female gametophyte, how many free nuclear divisions takes place? 3. How many free nuclear divisions takes place means 3 only free nuclear divisions takes place here. Then after the formation of 8 nucleated embryo sac, then among 6 nucleus led by the cell wall. 6 nucleus led by the cell wall. Then 3 cells are formed at the micropylar end. 3 cells are formed at the chelazal end. Remaining 2 nucleus are polar nuclei. Remaining 2 polar nuclei move into the center, that's present in central cell. Very, very, very important. Remaining 2 polar nuclei move into the center, present in the large central cell. So when a matured embryo sac, consists of 7 cells and 8 nucleus. Matured embryo sac have 7 cells and matured embryo sac has 7 cells and 8 nucleus. 7 cells, 3 antipodals, 1 egg cell and 1 egg cell, 3 antipodal cells, 1 central cell, 1 egg cell and 2 synergid cells. These are 7 cells. Then 8 nucleus. 7 cells and 8 nucleus are present in mature embryo sac. Arrangement of the cells are 3 plus 1 plus 3. Arrangement of nucleus is 3 plus 2 plus 3. Very, very important. In mature embryo sac, arrangement of cells are 3 plus 1 plus 3. Arrangement of nucleus is 3 plus 2 plus 3. Now we are going to explain about the structure of embryo sac. Structure of embryo sac or female gametophyte. This is also 5 mark question. Structure of embryo sac, where you are observing this is only the diagram. So this time you have to draw this one only. We are asking question, draw the, briefly describe about the structure of embryo sac or female gametophyte, means you draw this diagram only, where structure, where observing the structure of female gametophyte or embryo sac, there is a 3 important parts are there. Embryo sac haploid, we already told you. 3 important parts. One is the egg apparatus, second one central cell, third one antipodal cells, where you seen in the diagram, where observe the diagram. First one, egg apparatus. Egg apparatus means one egg cell. Egg apparatus consists of one egg cell and 2 synergids. So egg apparatus always present at the micropylar end. This is very, very important. Egg apparatus always present at the micropylar end. So egg cell haploid, synergids also haploid. Synergids also called helper cells. Synergids also called helper cell. There is a cellular thickenings. There is cellular thickenings are present in synergids called filiform apparatus. Filiform apparatus, you just see in the synergid cell. The filiform apparatus are guide to the pollen tube, entry into the synergid cell. Very, very important. What is the function of filiform apparatus? Filiform apparatus guide to the pollen tube, entry into the synergid cell. This is very important in NEET also. Then egg cell fused with the male gamete, then form zygote, which is in diploid in condition. Keep this mind. Next central cell. Large central cell present in center. Large central cell present in center. It have 2 polar nuclei. Generally it have 2 polar nuclei. Polar nuclei also have applied in condition. But just before fertilization, this is what important. Just before fertilization, 2 polar nuclei. Just before fertilization, 2 polar nuclei fuse together. Just before fertilization, 2 polar nuclei fuse together, form secondary nucleus. Secondary nucleus is a diploid in condition. Diploid in condition. The secondary nucleus fuse with the male gamete, then form primary endonucleus, which is in triploid in condition. Keep this one. Next come to antipodal cells. 3 antipodal cells are present at the chalazal end. Always antipodal cells are present at the chalazal end. Antipodal cells are 3, haploid in condition. It gives the nourishment. Important points here. What is the function of antipodal? Antipodal cells having nutrients. Large number of nutrients are present. It gives the nourishment to the development of embryo sac. Antipodal cells function give the nourishment to the development of embryo sac. Important points, key points. Egg cell haploid, then egg cell haploid egg cell fused with the haploid male gamete, form diploid zygote. One key point. Then diploid secondary nucleus fused with the haploid male gamete, fused with the haploid male gamete, then form triploid primary endonucleus. This is very, very important in structure of embryo sac. Structure of embryo sac. If any doubts, you ask me. Thank you very much. If any doubts, later we will explain. Thank you.